Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So we all know that Scottie Pippen has been making waves in the media over the last few weeks. He has taken some very personal shots at Michael Jordan. But yesterday, I stumbled upon an interview with Scottie Pippen, where he came out to discuss some of the comments that we've been discussing in the media, some of the excerpts from his book, where he had those strong things to say about Michael Jordan. And in this interview, he said some things that really made me begin to question just how genuine he was being with the comments that he initially made, and the things that we've been talking about in the media. So what we want to do here, we want to play a compilation of some of the things that he had to say in this interview regarding the comments that he had to make about Michael Jordan. And then there's a part at the end of this these clips that we're going to play that I really want to focus in on, because I think is going to give a clue into exactly what I think Scottie Pippen is actually doing with going out there and making all of these comments about Michael Jordan. So before we go too far, I want you guys to take a listen to some of the things that he had to say in this interview about his book, and then we'll come back and get into it. So take a listen to that.
Pippen says when he agreed to be filmed, he wasn't aware it would focus so heavily on Michael Jordan. You come out swinging in this book, and right off the top, you have a lot of criticism about The Last Dance.
I thought it was a great documentary. I felt like the documentary only told a story that sort of glorified him as a player and not glorified us as a team.
You call Michael Jordan selfish in the first chapter. Why is that?
I mean, he was a great scorer, but a lot of things that he did was based on him as an individual. And I think basketball is a team game.
Watching you and Michael on the court, it looked like two best friends out there just crushing everybody. What was your relationship like off the court?
It wasn't what you saw on the court. We always will have that respect for each other, but our friendship is not where people see it on TV think it is.
Do you think that Michael Jordan would be as successful without you?
No, but I don't think I would be successful without him. I think we both complemented each other in a lot of different ways, and we kind of competed and pushed each other to be great.
The book also detailing a dark moment in his relationship with then Bulls head coach Phil Jackson. 1994, there was an issue during a game where Phil Jackson wanted you to inbound the ball instead of take the last shot, and he deferred the last shot to Tony Kukoc. For years, you said Phil Jackson is a racist.
I felt like that I had earned my right to take that last shot. I felt like he disrespected me at that moment.
Looking back on it after all these years, you don't feel that way about it.
When you're a player and you're in the heat of the moment, those things go through your mind. But now that it's over, I've had a lot more great times with Phil than I did bad times. And that's why I say that.
Before we ended, I had one final question. How do you want to be remembered?
That's the greatest of all time.
That's a great answer.
Now, in those clips, Scottie Pippen said a bunch of different things, right? But here's what I think. I think Scottie Pippen is saying all of this to sell a book. I think this is the primary reason he is doing all of this. Because to me, it seems as if, again, that he's speaking out of both sides of his mouth. That's what it seems like to me, based on some of the things that he had to say. First of all, he said that him and Jordan, weren't the way they looked on the court, off the court. On the court, they seemed very friendly. They were hugging it up, kumbaya, and all of these different things. But he said off the court, it wasn't anything like that, as far as their friendship, as far as that we're discussing. However, every single time I've seen Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen together, whether if it's in a video, whether if it's in images since their retirement, they've always been hugging it up and joking together. There's even a video out there where Michael Jordan was at a game. He was in the skybox, and Scottie Pippen kind of came behind him and tapped him on the back. And then he turned around, and Jordan was shocked to see him, and then they embraced and started laughing and hugging. And Jordan's like, "Hey, talk to this person." That seemed pretty genuine to me, right? Looking at that there, I don't see why Jordan would fake it with Scottie Pippen. Like, why would he fake the relationship? He wouldn't be afraid of him. He has nothing to gain from it. It's not like I said, okay, let me fake this friendship with this guy because I'm gaining something from him. No, it seemed very genuine to me. They always seem playful. Then, given the fact that he said all of those strong, he had all of those strong things to say about Jordan, when asked on whether or not he thought Jordan could win without him, he said, no, there's no way he wins without me. But then he says, there's no way I win without him. I was like, okay. Then it went on a little bit further. And if you guys remember, we did a video a number of months ago where Scottie Pippen came out and made some inflammatory comments, again about Jordan, but also about Phil Jackson on the Dan Patrick show, where he said that he thought that Phil Jackson was a racist. And we said in that video, I said that was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. I'm like, Phil Jackson is a racist. Why are you the only person that is coming out here saying that Phil Jackson is a racist? Of all the players that he's coached, all of the big personalities, Kobe, Shaq, Jordan, all of these different players he's coached, why are you the only one saying that this guy is a racist? I said that made no sense to me. Some people said, no, you weren't there and all of this different thing. But he then came out and said that, no. You know, at the time I felt one way, but ever since my retirement, me and Phil have had some great moments together. Well, you wrote this book after your retirement. So why did you say that on that show? Were you just saying that to sell that drink or whatever it was, or get it? Like, to me, it seems as if he's saying whatever it takes to get attention around him so that he can sell this book that he has coming out called Unguarded. And I think he's accomplishing that. Because whether or not he's genuine or not, we're talking about it. He's getting a lot of traction from us talking about it. The sad part is, though, I think it's a lousy way to sell a book. You're selling the book on the back of the people that you had relationships, your former coworkers, people that did nothing to you. This is the best way you can think of to sell a book? To me, I think that's a bit sad. Because I really don't believe some of the stuff that he's saying. But the final part of that clip, which let me know that I think that this guy's just trolling, and I think he's faking this entire beef, was when they asked him, how do you want to be remembered? And he said, and we can't show you the video, and he said, I want to be remembered as the greatest of all time. What? Like, you could have said, I want to be remembered as one of the greatest winners, as one of the, something that made sense. Why the hell would you want to be remembered as, like, so it's like, you know damn well nobody's going to remember you as the greatest of all time. So why are you saying it? And he was saying it with a smile on his face. And then at that point, it let me know, okay, I think this guy is just here messing with people and wasting people's time. I don't think he's serious about any of the stuff that he's saying. I think that he's faking this to sell a book. This is what I truly believe. I don't believe anything that he's saying anymore. Truthfully, I don't believe anything, because it seems like as if he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. So for me, what I want to know from you guys is, do you believe this? Are you taking him seriously when you have so many different things that this guy is saying and some of them are countering each other? Whatever you guys think, man, let me know, because I don't believe any of this anymore. Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, it's just Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.